Hi everyone, I'm Emma, who wears Associate Social Media Editor,
And I'm Alexis Oakley. I'm a celebrity makeup artist in LA.
and today we're going to be creating a summer makeup look using all clean at Sephora beauty products. They're available at Sephora, but you're going to be able to shop our favorites during this live stream.
I'm so excited. I love clean beauty, so this is so fun for me.
We're going to wait a couple of minutes to let people join, so I want to ask you, what is our vibe for this look?
We're basically just going to be showing them how to get their go-to perfect summer makeup look. It's going to be super glowy, bronzy, lightweight, just perfect for summer and all occasions.
Yes, I feel like for summer it's time to play with makeup. Like this is the time to experiment if you want to play with peaches or pinks. Like I'm trying to switch up my everyday summer routine and just play with color.
Hopefully we learn some new things today that you can take home with you as well.
Yes, I'm very excited for the blush moment.
Yes, I definitely want to do a blush that ties into your shirt. I love this cool pink shade, and I feel like that's so popular right now and going to be like the trend of the summer.
I'm so excited. And what's your 2024 summer goal or mantra?
I really want to glam Hailey Bieber. That's been one of my dream clients for such a long time, so really putting that out there this year.
That's amazing. I mean, I feel like I'm obsessed with everything she does, so I can 100% relate, and I will manifest that for you.
Thank you. Hopefully lots of summer trips. I mean, come on.
Yes, I can't wait for that. I'm gonna follow along on Instagram.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so if you're just joining, don't worry, you haven't missed anything yet. My name's Emma, who wears Associate Social Media Editor.
And my name's Alexis Oakley. I'm a celebrity makeup artist.
We're going to be creating a summer makeup look using all clean at Sephora beauty products, which you can shop during the live stream.
Yay. Should we go ahead and get started?
Yeah, let's get started. I'm so excited.
So I always love to start by prepping the skin with the Say Super Glowy Gel. I feel like this has been a favorite of mine for quite some time now. It just preps the skin so perfectly, and it almost acts as a primer, but it gives you a really nice, gorgeous, glowy base.
And as you know, Alexis is the it girl for makeup and beauty tips. So drop any makeup or beauty related questions you have for her in the channel, and we will answer them as we go.
I'm actually just using the shade Star Glow of this, and I like to just use my hands when I blend this in.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I have not tried this product yet.
Really?
And it's insanely cooling on the skin.
And I love that it feels really light. You could almost use this to replace your moisturizer and primer.
There's a little bit of a sheen, a really pretty sheen that just makes your skin look like it's glowing.
I love using this too, even if I'm not wearing makeup. I feel like this is just the perfect way to even out your skin a little bit, give yourself a nice glow.
Yes. And it's all about, for summer, it's all about having a lightweight base.
Definitely.
Because I cannot stand when I feel too cakey or powdery.
Yeah, I definitely am all about lightweight in the summer.
Yes.
You also could apply this, I love taking just the excess and putting it on my shoulders to give a really nice, beautiful body glow as well.
Oh my god, so pretty.
You can just see that, makes such a difference. That's such a celebrity makeup artist secret. I feel like it's always never forget the neck, the chest, the shoulders, anything like that, because it just really ties everything in.
So this is before foundation, someone's asking.
Yes.
This is part of skin prep, basically.
And I love this
So glowy.
Say Glowy tints because they have them in two different shades. They have this light iridescent kind of pearly shade and then more of a tan one. So you could use this in replacement of bronzing drops.
Oh, okay. Yes. Amazing.
And then for our foundation, I'm going to use the House Labs. This is a favorite of mine that I feel like everyone needs.
I have not tried this, and I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh. I love showing new products to people too. So this is really exciting for me.
Okay.
And you can just see that it's pretty sheer, but it's also extremely buildable.
Super sheer. But that's what I love. I love definitely evening out redness, but not feeling, again, heavy or cakey on the skin.
Yeah, and this just has a really nice finish. It's super glowy.
So pretty. I love it. Oh my god.
So effortless too.
That little bit of redness is completely gone over here.
And I love that with this you don't need a lot of product either, which is really nice.
Yes.
I love that House Labs also comes in such a variety of shades. So
yeah,
this foundation really is for everyone.
It's your skin but better.
Yeah.
Really. What is your favorite way of applying foundation? Usually just with a brush or?
I use a brush and a beauty blender. I always like to
Okay.
start with a brush to apply the product because this isn't going to soak up any of it. So you're going to get all the product directly on your face. And then I usually go in with a beauty blender after just to like smooth it out, make it look super airbrushed, and it kind of picks up that excess product as well.
Flawless.
So pretty.
Literally flawless. This is like my new makeup routine. Like you are creating my new makeup routine.
Yay, thank God. In general, are you more of like a tinted moisturizer girl, a full coverage foundation? What's your vibe?
I'm definitely a tinted moisturizer. Just will put a tinted SPF on and then put a tinted moisturizer on with my hands, basically.
Yeah.
But I need to get into like choosing like a foundation for nighttime that looks really flawless in photos, but still feels like my skin. So I feel like this is perfect.
Well, here you go. We found
Literally.
her.
I need to like get everything, like all of these shades. I feel like this is like the prettiest summer beauty like.
It makes such a variety of foundation shades now.
Yeah.
It really is so important.
And what would you say is like the number one thing that you think people might, make a mistake when they're applying foundation? Like what's something that you see a lot?
Ooh, I mean, I honestly think that people just don't apply enough sometimes. Like I have so many people message me and be like, my makeup falls off my face in 30 minutes. Like, what am I doing wrong? Do I need a new primer? And it's like, no, like just apply more products. Honestly,
Yes.
like I feel like a lot of people just get too scared, which is completely understandable. But if you just apply a little bit more, it'll last longer and give you that airbrushed finish.
I love it. That's definitely the tip I need because I feel like I don't apply enough. And then I'm like, where's my makeup?
But
So
I get it. Like, sometimes you don't want like a full face of makeup. So I get it. But
yes.
Yeah, sometimes just applying a little bit more is all you need. And look at how perfect that makes your skin look. So, I mean, she already has the best skin ever, though.
No, like, it's literally perfect. Like, I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but
it's so good. And, like,
it's so good.
I love going over it with the beauty blender at the end, too, because it just helps to pick up all of that excess product and really give you a flawless base, which is so important.
So cute.
So pretty.
Someone's asking, what about silicone versus water-based products?
So if you're using a silicone-based foundation, you want to stick with a silicone-based primer because otherwise it's going to pill. You don't want to mix a water-based primer with a silicone foundation or vice versa because that's really the only thing is it'll make your makeup pill, which of course we don't want.
Okay. Yes.
And then this product. This I've actually never tried, but I've been seeing it all over TikTok, so I'm really excited to try this. This is from Merit Beauty and it's their Bronze Balm. This is in the shade Clay, by the way.
I have this.
Really?
Yes. It's one of my absolute favorites.
Show you guys what this looks like too on the back of my hand. It's so pretty.
So is this a contour stick or a bronzer stick? Okay. This
honestly,
is contour.
Contour and bronzer is essentially the same thing. Like, I know everyone on TikTok says that it's not low-key, but like it's essentially the same thing. We're just adding shadow, creating some definition.
Yeah.
So I'm just applying this directly to your cheekbones and then blending this out slightly.
Okay.
And look at that definition that gives you already. So simple, so easy. And obviously I've never applied this product to my face, but just feeling it on the back of my hand, I can feel that it's extremely lightweight, which is amazing for summer.
And very natural.
Yeah.
It just looks kind of like
your skin but better.
Your skin but better.
So simple. And then I'm just going to apply a little bit of this to your forehead as well.
Yep. Do you usually, when you're applying like a contour stick or bronzer, do you take it down your nose? Like what are your main like areas that you apply it?
Yeah, so I almost draw a 3 on the face. So I want to do forehead, cheek, jaw, and then I do the nose as well. Like for you, it's like you don't need a ton of contouring. So it's like I just like to add a little bit of shape and definition. Like just look at this side compared to the other side of your face. Like this just brings the life back.
Yeah, I feel like snatched on this side already.
No, this is such a good product. Then I always just do a little bit on the jawline as well, just to kind of tie everything in. And one little hack, I always bring it up directly in front of the ear, too. Okay. I feel like a lot of people stop their contour there, but if you really want to look snatched and chiseled, bring it up and connect it to your cheekbone there, and that's going to make such a difference on your jawline.
Okay, because I feel like I will, like, maybe take it down my neck, but I never do that part. So
makes such a big difference.
Yes. Look at that, guys. Like,
yeah,
the difference.
I know, it really is so important, especially if you're doing like a slick back ponytail or anything ever. Wow, yes.
Yes.
And then turn towards me just a little bit.
And somebody said, what foundation should I use for a wedding? I need to look amazing in photos.
Honestly, I would use the House Labs. I think that that's such a good foundation. Like I said, I use it on a lot of my celebrity clients. And if it's going in my kit and I'm using it on my celebrity clients, that's when you know it's good. Because I have to trust a product fully for it to go in my kit. I have to make sure that it's going to last all day, look good in all types of lighting, never fall off the face, anything like that.
Contour is the most satisfying part to watch.
I know, it really is. What's your favorite step of makeup?
Oh my God. I feel like the most impactful step is when I curl my lashes and apply mascara.
Yeah.
Like that really is at the point where I'm like, okay, this is all like coming together and I feel good.
It really does tie it all in.
And then I love lip liner.
Yeah.
Like that's again, like I'm just like, wow, this has so much impact. Just mascara and lip liner and like I'm good to go most days, honestly.
It really.
Instagram viewer question. Does the Say primer have SPF?
I don't think
so. But it's definitely something really pretty to apply before you apply SPF or along with your moisturizer to make your skin just feel and look really, really glowy and
definitely
highlighted.
And then I'm just applying a little bit of this to the sides of your nose as well. And I'm just taking it on a brush just for a little bit more of a natural finish.
Okay, I love that.
And just very lightly. Like I said, I don't want to really contour you much. I just want to add like a little bit of glow and bronze.
Look at the difference. That is insane.
So pretty.
We're just like laying down those like angles and chiseling the face a little bit.
Oh, I love contour.
Yeah, it's like
one of my favorite steps. And I always just add a little bit almost up to the brow as well. This is really going to help to kind of like elongate your nose in such a beautiful way. This is such a game changer for photos.
I love that tip. Ooh, and we're doing like a little button.
Yes.
Someone's asking how you set contour. That's a really good question.
Honestly, you set it with the bronzer. So like I am basically just laying down like the structure of a house almost. So like to get the most longevity, you want to apply a cream bronzer, a cream blush, and then after you powder your face, you're going to go in with powder bronzer, powder blush, and it's basically just going to add longevity and life.
Okay.
Which is amazing. Like almost like, you know, building a house. It's like you do lots of layers and you kind of want to put like the structure down first, then you add the fluff and the prettiness at the end.
And all of those light layers is what makes your makeup actually last.
Definitely.
Yeah. Especially, this is very good, like a very good tip for like the wedding question.
Yeah.
Like use the products that you have, but just work in those light layers.
Definitely. You always want to do a cream or a liquid and then a powder.
Yes.
So pretty.
So pretty. And then you went over with the remaining foundation on your beauty blender and you just like sort of blended it in. I just like to use the beauty blender in between every step just to make sure that everything's staying really seamless. I feel like I get a lot of questions too about people being like, why does my makeup look muddy? And honestly, just continue to use the beauty blender. Patience. Make sure you're using pressing motions, not dragging motions, because that will disrupt the makeup underneath. You want to be very gentle and just press it all in. Okay, amazing.
So now we're going to go in with our liquid blush. These are from House Labs.
I actually haven't
used these yet. They've been going like very viral on TikTok recently, so I'm super excited to try these.
We were looking at these before the live stream, and we were just like, how can you not love these shades? Like for summer?
Yeah, these are such good summer shades. So I have Glassy Rosette and Glassy Pomelo. So beautiful.
This is Rosette and this is Pomelo, by the way.
So pretty. Honestly, I'm going to use both because I just want to see how both of them look on the face. So again, I'm just going to apply this to the back of my hand first.
Oh.
Wow. The color payoff is honestly amazing too. Like a little bit goes a long way.
It's so glossy.
Yeah, I love that glowy finish. Oh my god, the way the light hits that too is so beautiful.
I need that on my face right now.
Right?
I literally need that on my face. What is your, like, how many blush products do you use, like, at one time?
A lot. I always make sure I'm using at least one cream blush. Sometimes I use two just because I like for a lighter shade to be on the apple of the cheek, and then I'll use that darker shade up a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Gives a nice lift to the face.
So pretty.
And then I'll also use powder blushes at the end too. So I love to layer my blush and use a lot of it.
Let's do it.
So I'm just applying this one to the apple of the cheek.
So pretty.
These are so pigmented. Like I'm barely using any, and it's giving such amazing
And look at
payoff.
that shine, like right there.
It really helps you to achieve that glass skin look, which we all love, obviously.
We all want the glass skin look. Even if you just applied this with no other makeup, you would just look like a little summer,
little glazed donut.
Glazed donut peach.
That is so pretty.
Look at how pretty.
Again, I just like to use my beauty blender in between each step.
Just so that it looks donut peach.
Super seamless.
Blush is really a must.
Oh, absolutely.
Like people who are afraid of blush, what would you say?
Use like a neutral peachy blush even if you don't want to use something bright pink and super colorful, just use a neutral peach blush because it's just going to help to tie everything together and bring life back into the face. You look dead if you don't have blush on.
Literally.
So this just like,
especially if you're applying foundation, like you need to bring that life and color back in your skin.
Right? I used to hate blush. I never wore blush. I only would do like bronzer and highlighter. And then 2 years ago, I started experimenting with blush a little bit, and now I can't imagine not applying it.
And her blush right now, like I don't know if you can tell on this live stream, but in person, it's beaming.
And we're gonna be using the same shade on you today, actually. So
can't wait.
So now we're gonna use Glassy Rosette.
Okay.
And I'm just, as you can see, I'm just taking each product and applying it to my brush first because this is going to give us a more diffused look on her face and just make the process easier. This is one step that you guys can definitely do at home too. It's going to help, again, to just make the makeup not look muddy because you can be a little bit more precise with it versus like rubbing it on your face. And if you rub it on your face, sometimes you'll remove that foundation from the face as well.
Okay.
So
I love the technique of laying down the lighter blush shade and then going in with the slightly darker one.
Yeah, look at how beautiful that is. I love a nice gradient with my blush.
So beautiful.
And again, I'm just pressing this in between each step to make it look really, really seamless.
So beautiful. And again, this is the House Labs blush. And we are trying it for the first time. And we are so excited.
That is so pretty.
Oh my god.
I'm literally going to run to Sephora after this and buy them.
This is my type of look. Like, it's like blush, blush, blush. And even if it looks like, oh my gosh, like, did I apply too much? It's the first thing to go, in my opinion.
No, absolutely.
So just kind of let loose and just apply the blush this summer.
Apply the blush.
Seriously.
So now we're going to go in with some concealer.
Okay, yay. Oh yeah, we did blush before concealer. I love that trick.
I love it because it just makes it look like you're blushing from within and it just looks a little bit more natural and it's kind of just like peeking through like you're actually blushing.
Yeah. And guys, be sure to drop any questions, makeup or beauty related questions you have for Alexis. This is your time to get answers from a celebrity makeup artist. So anything you have, drop it in the chat.
Basically like a masterclass.
It's literally a masterclass.
So I'm using the Kosas Revealer Concealer, which is one of my favorite concealers ever. This is the shade 3.5W. So good. And I just like to apply a little bit here because that tends to be the darkest part of the under eye. And then just a teeny tiny bit right here to kind of give the eye a nice lift.
Okay.
And I'm not using a ton of concealer. I'm being super light with it. Because again, it's summer. We want our skin to come through.
Yes.
So pretty. And then I like to apply just a little bit to the forehead and the chin because this is just going to help to kind of bring light to the face. And then a tiny bit down the bridge of the nose.
This concealer really is so good. It's kind of like serum-y.
Yeah, it just gives you the most perfect radiant finish. This isn't going to crease. It's not going to look cakey. Super, super hydrating. It's an amazing concealer for brides, too, this summer.
Yes. I feel like people have become obsessed with this concealer, and it's just like...
for good reason.
Not going away.
Yeah. And then I kind of just drag whatever's left on my brush onto the eyelid as well. And this is kind of going to be like the base of our eyeshadow.
Okay.
And turn That's me. Look up.
And what's your tip to make concealer not crease?
Honestly, just like take your time blending. Make sure you're prepping your skin properly. You want to make sure you're using a really hydrating eye cream. And then just set it well with powder. I know sometimes people are scared to use powder because they're scared it's going to look cakey, but honestly, it's going to help to prevent that creasing.
We are, taking notes seriously. This is like a master class.
I'm just using my beauty blender to blend the rest of this and just press everything in really nicely.
What are some of the biggest like makeup trends you're seeing this summer already?
Glowy skin, big
Yes.
freckles,
Yes.
lots of blush. I always really love a monochromatic look, so like whatever blush I'll use on the cheeks, I like to tie that into the eyes, and I feel like that's going to be really popular this summer too. And it's so easy too. Like I'm going to show you guys today that you can literally do your eyeshadow just using the bronzer and blush.
Okay, I love it.
Look up for me. We're just making sure that everything's super blended, nothing's settling in our lines, anything like that. That's super important to make sure you press everything out before you even set it.
I love that hack of using like the bronzer and blush that you're wearing on your eye. It's just
makes
simple
it so easy
look, and like it looks so cohesive.
I feel like I keep seeing so many girlies on TikTok do their makeup in their car recently too, and so it's like so easy to do your makeup on the go anywhere. And then now we're gonna set it. This is the Kosas Cloud Set in the shade Feathery, which is so beautiful, and I love that this has a little bit of luminosity to it, so it's just
So pretty.
And look up for me. I'm just very gently pressing this in on the under eye.
We're setting.
And actually, I don't set the entire face. I know that's very controversial, and a lot of people are always very alarmed when I say that. They're like, oh
Yeah,
my
it
God,
is a controversial
can't
statement.
imagine not setting my entire face, but it honestly is going to make your skin look so much better. You just want to set the areas that you absolutely need it. Obviously, if you have super, super oily skin, I would set more, but I think that this is just going to help to make your skin look a little bit more hydrated and glowy. I'm only setting the areas where you're going to crease or, you know, your T-zone where you most people are a little bit more oily.
And like more isn't always more. So like if you don't need to apply makeup in one part of your face, then don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's just a glowy makeup look.
Like that looks so beautiful. And you don't look cakey, you don't look dry because you didn't set the entire face.
Yeah, it still feels very much like my skin, and but I can tell like this would just look so good in photos. Like
absolutely,
it also just looks amazing in person. Like it's that perfect balance of like photo ready and also like perfect for every day.
All occasions, and that's something that I always like to make sure that I'm keeping in mind when it comes to makeup on my clients. I want their makeup to look flawless, like I said, in all types of lighting, whether they're getting shot from paparazzi outside walking to Alfred or inside in a studio lighting on stage. Like I want it to look flawless in all types of lighting, and so all of these products are really, really great for that, and I trust them with my life.
Yes, these are our tried and trues.
So now we're going to go ahead and fill in her brows using the Kosas Brow Pop.
I love this one.
It's such a good product. And I'm using the shade Honey Blonde on you. You have amazing brows, so I honestly don't even want to fill them in that much. I just want to fill in any areas where it's a little sparse, which is usually towards the tail of the brow, most people.
And this brow pencil is like a nano micro. It's so tiny, and that mimics the hair-like strokes that you're trying to achieve.
Yeah. And, you know, that's another thing. Like I said, I'm not filling in the entire brow. I'm just filling it in where we need.
Someone asked, how do you make freckles look natural? And that is like faux freckles.
One thing you can do is apply the product to your finger and then from there apply it to the face. Like you don't have to take the freckle pen and apply it straight to the face. Do it on your finger and then just press using your finger, and that'll help it to look really, really natural.
Okay, that's a good tip. The difference that this is already making, and you're doing such a light touch. Like it's not a lot of product. It's just very
Yeah.
Very effective.
Barely using anything.
Someone said, how do you tell whether something will look good in varied lighting? So I feel like it's like what you were saying about layering.
Yeah. Just like lots of layers, making sure that you're setting each step. You can kind of test things out too. I think it's really important, like on a day that you don't have a major event, like for a wedding, for example. If you're doing your own makeup, do a few trials, go outside. Look at yourself outside. Look at yourself using a flashlight with all the lights off. Look at yourself with lights like these, just like normal lights in a kitchen somewhere. Go everywhere and look at yourself in all types of lighting and just kind of figure out what you like, what you don't like, and kind of take it from there. Obviously, natural light is going to show the most. So if your makeup looks too heavy, you're going to notice that in the natural sunlight.
What do you use when you're applying your own makeup? Like, do you use a beauty light? What's your setup?
I have like full studio lights in my glam room. Like the more lighting, the better.
Yes.
I'm very picky about my lighting when it comes to makeup. I bring my own lights when I do clients because I'm like so picky about how I have to see it.
Yes. You can also take photos like of yourself and just be like, okay, I actually think that this isn't reading on camera. Like I need to add a little bit more brow or whatever it is.
Exactly. So now we're going to use our bronzer, and this is basically just going to set all of that contour. This is in the shade Beachy, and it's from Kosas.
So pretty.
Such a good product. And I love that they're baked bronzers, so it gives you a really, really nice glow. You can even see it just in the packaging.
That is so beautiful.
And I'm just taking a little bit on my brush, dusting off the excess. And then I'm literally just applying this to all of those areas that we applied our contour already. So we're just setting that all in place.
Kosas is such a vibe. Like,
I know. Their products are so good. And look at how glowy and bronzy that's making you look already.
Oh my gosh. Guys, I just got back from vacation.
Literally. She's been in Bora Bora.
I've been in Bora Bora. Me and Alexis.
I just love how glowy these bronzers are. I don't know if you can really tell on camera, but in person, her skin looks so glowy and hydrated.
Look
just
at the
from
beam.
The bronzer.
That's like a combo of the bronzer and the blush. So that's what we need this summer. We need beaming, glowy, hydrated.
That's just the vibe.
Skin.
And I always like to use kind of tapping motions versus dragging as well so that we don't disrupt any of that foundation underneath, especially with glowy products. You want to make sure that you're using tapping motions because if you're dragging, you're going to drag your foundation.
Tapping. How do you make the bronzer and blush blend together and not get muddy?
Using that beauty blender in between each step is really important. And then just again, those tapping motions because the dragging is what makes it look muddy sometimes. It's all just about placement.
And working in those light layers.
And I'm just using a tiny bit on your forehead, not too much. Because we still want this to just be really natural and effortless.
Cute.
So pretty.
Do you ever take bronzer down like the neck or along the, like even like the ears to kind of make it match?
Yeah, sometimes. I think more so foundation than bronzer. Like sometimes I'll take a little bit of bronzer to like the chest because sometimes that area gets a little bit lighter. But I don't really want to add too much bronzer usually to the neck just because I'm not really trying to like contour that down, if that makes sense.
Yes. Basically, I always like take it down my neck, but I'm like, why?
Like the whole thing with like contour and highlighter, for example, like bronzer and contour brings areas back and highlight brings areas forward. So I try to keep that in mind when I'm placing it places.
Okay. See, guys, like we're sculpted. Like,
yeah, absolutely. And then I always just take the fat end of a beauty blender afterwards and just press over all of the areas to just kind of like make sure that it looks really. Don't want any harsh lines whatsoever.
Exactly. You're placing it and then you're kind of blending it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So pretty. And it just looks so seamless.
Where am I going after this? Like,
you need to go somewhere. Go to dinner. You need to do something.
Take pics.
Right? So beautiful.
Gorge.
So now I'm going to use the new Kosas Big Blushes on you.
I'm so excited for this
just
part.
tried these yesterday for the first time, and they're so beautiful. I think we should use two.
We have to.
I feel like we need to use
We
two
have
so that we
to.
can show you guys some different shades. I'm going to use Bliss and Euphoria.
Okay.
We're going to start off with the shade Bliss.
Peaches, pinks, purples, like this is the vibe this summer.
And I love these baked blushes because they basically mix two different shades together and bake them. So it's going to give you this beautiful shade at the end. Like the color payoff is amazing.
I can't wait to see how like these formulas look on the skin and make me look dewier.
This is a really beautiful, cool poppy pink. So I'm just placing this one on the apple of the cheek. I mean,
so beautiful. And again, it's like complementing the blush that you applied earlier.
Yeah, and this is just going to help to give you that longevity. We're just setting that House Labs blush. So pretty. I always drag the blush pretty close to the eye as well, as you can see, just because I feel like this is going to help to brighten your under eyes and just make you look more awake and lifted. My whole thing when it comes to makeup is I want everything to be super, super lifted and snatched always.
Yes.
So beautiful. We're going to do the same thing over here.
The color payoff is so good.
Right? I just love the finish, too. It has such a nice luminosity to it.
So pretty. And you can put this on your eyelid as well. Like,
yeah, anywhere. I just love how much it ties in with her shirt as well. It's so beautiful.
Pretty.
And then now we're going to use Euphoria. This is more of like a warm mauve, and so I'm just going to take this one and apply it a little bit higher so that we can add a nice little snatch and lift.
It's all about the placement, like you said.
Absolutely. I kind of bring the blush up into the temple, too.
I love that look.
Right? I
like
feel like
up to the temple, right underneath the eye.
Yeah, it's so good. And I do think that these are going to be like the next viral product of the summer. So make sure that you guys click the link on the side too now, because I'm telling you, these are going to sell out in a month.
Especially these particular shades.
Yeah.
Too.
So beautiful.
So beautiful.
And I'm just taking that beauty blender one more time, pressing over everything. Turn towards me. So pretty.
What's something that your like celebrity clients always ask you for? Like what's the type of like look that gets the most?
I feel like glowy bronzy skin, always. A cheek exactly like this. Everyone loves a cool baby pink cheek. And then I feel like I'm most known for my wing liner. Everyone loves a wing and a snatch.
I cannot wait, guys. Literally, this is what we've been waiting for.
So now I'm going to go ahead and use the Kosas Air Brow, which is such a good brow gel. This is really going to help to hold your brows in place. I love that this never makes the brows look crusty. I feel like that's like one thing that is kind of easy to struggle with when it comes to brow gels. I feel like a lot of them sometimes just look a little crusty and flake. Yeah, so I'm just kind of using this to brush her brows up. And then on the side, I usually just pull that tail down just slightly.
This is a very underrated product in my opinion.
God, right? It's so good. I really love to make sure that the fronts of the brows are nice and lifted though, because this is going to help to just like lift the face so much. And it's so easy. You don't even have to fill in your brows, honestly. Even if you just wanted to skip filling in your brows and only use this product, you could, and it would make such a difference.
Literally. Sometimes I'll just run out the door and I'll put clear brow gel on, and I'm like, this is sufficient.
So easy. So now I'm going to show you guys how we can make like a really nice monochromatic look. So I'm actually just going to use that bronzer that we used on her eye, and this is going to be her eyeshadow. So again, this is in the shade Beachy from Kosas. I'm just using a fluffy brush, and I'm going to start by just applying this in the crease of her eye. Just a little like that, perfect. Even if I'm actually applying eyeshadow to the eyes, I always use the bronzer in the crease just to tie everything together. But in this case, since this will be our eyeshadow, I'm just going to drag this all across the lid as well. This is perfect for summer because it's just really natural, really easy and effortless.
But there's something still going on your eye. Yeah.
Like,
it's adding dimension.
I love that warmth.
Look at the difference, like that side versus that side.
So pretty.
So pretty. I feel like some people are like, eyeshadow is one of those things where people are a little bit afraid.
Absolutely. And I always say, like, less is more. You don't have to use 8 different shades of eyeshadow. You can literally just use bronzer all across the lid and the crease. Call it a day. Easy.
So easy. Everyone already has bronzer. Just apply it with a fluffy brush.
Yeah. And then I just kind of take whatever's left, and that's what I'm going to use to bring that shape back into the nose.
And yes, this tutorial will be posted and live shoppable, available to view on whowhatwear.com. And we're going to leave a link in the comment section. So if you want to rewatch this, look at what shades we were using, it's going to be available. So pretty. And someone was saying, do any of these have SPF or should we use it before? And I think you should always use it before.
Even if a product has SPF, it's so important to use like a real sunscreen before, just because the like quantity, it's like just scientifically speaking, the quantity of SPF in products, it's just not enough to fully prep your face. It's great and it is helpful, but it's not gonna really protect your skin.
Yes. And find an SPF that you don't mind applying every single day, because that's the one that you will use the most.
100%. Yeah. So pretty.
So pretty. Guys,
now
look at it's like such a difference.
Oh my god, right?
With the eye.
And we're just going to take a little bit of that blush again in the shade Euphoria, just because it's a little bit more mauvey. I don't want like a cool pink on the eye. And I'm literally just going to lightly go over everything. And this is going to help to tie everything together, make it look super monochromatic. A really nice, just tie-in for
pretty.
Summer. So simple.
What's one beauty trend that like is coming back that you're really excited for? I feel like I've been seeing like just people like have more fun with makeup, like using glitter and like just like going for it.
That's so
and
true.
It complements their look, and it's just like so fun and like mermaidy. Like you could even use it on your eyes or like on the high points of your cheeks. Like
absolutely. I'm such a makeup girl. Like I love a full beat. I love a full face of glam, everything like that. So any chance that I get to really like go there,
I love makeup. Yeah.
I'm just gonna curl your lashes, so just look down. Or would you rather?
This is a hard one. Maybe I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
This is a really hard one. Oh my gosh, it looks so good.
Yeah, and it's so simple too. Good. Like, how does it feel on your face? Do you feel like it feels heavy? Do you feel
I feel like,
how would you describe it?
I feel like this is like what I wear every day, but just like amplified. Yeah. Because I feel like this is like what, like if you're actually creating a makeup look and you actually want to like let it like last all night, this is what you need to be doing. It's light layers of product, taking the products that you already own and just like applying a little bit more, you know?
Yeah.
In those light layers.
So for our mascara, I'm using the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. I really love the wand on this one. That's like one of my favorite things about it. It has like almost like a double side. Like as you can see, this side is kind of going to help to separate your lashes where this part is going to add fullness.
Okay, yeah, I can see the difference in the bristles. Like, it's literally...
I'm going to have you do your mascara too, just because I think that it makes such a difference.
She's trusting me.
I have most of my clients do their own mascara just because you can really get in there, coat each individual hair. It's a little harder for someone else to apply your mascara for you.
I'm on my lash health journey right now.
It's hard.
I'm applying my lash serums every day.
It's good though.
It's good. Oh my god, this mascara looks so...
makes such a big difference.
Beautiful.
I love this one because it not only helps add length, but it adds volume as well. And I feel like it can be really hard sometimes to find a mascara that does both and does both well.
I'm not joking, this is like my new favorite mascara.
The Ilia mascara is amazing.
So good.
Yeah. Not only just in the clean beauty space, like beauty in general, I think this is one of the best mascaras on the market.
thing that we're using is the best of the best. So
it's true.
for your summer beauty makeup related questions. So drop something in the chat.
So for our lip liner, I'm going to use this one from Tower 28. It's a multi-use liner, which is really amazing. I love products that are multi-use because I love getting the most bang for my buck and the most out of my money. So I love anything that I can use on the eyes, on the lips, on the cheeks, anything like that. This is one of those desert item products where you could literally do eyeshadow, blush, and your lips with it, and it's amazing.
Oh my gosh, I have not tried this. I'm so excited.
So good. This is in the shade Fill Me In. It's just this really beautiful light
So
nudie
pretty.
pink. And so I'm just going to go over her lips, and I'm not going to give her too much of an overline. I'm kind of just drawing right outside of that lip line, but nothing crazy. And then I always make sure to fill in the lip as well.
Lip liner makes such a huge
shade.
difference. Like,
Right?
it's insane. Even just that one line. So pretty. Oh my god. And what is your tip on like setting sprays?
Ooh, okay. So I am a big fan of setting sprays. I think that it's really important to press it into your skin while you're applying it because that's what's really going to help to like keep everything locked in all night long. Spray it all over your face, use a beauty blender, and just make sure that you're pressing everything in. That's like my biggest piece of advice I can give for setting sprays. Turn towards me more.
This color
So
is
pretty.
so beautiful, guys. Seriously,
I know,
like
a good one. And again, it just ties in with her shirt, ties in with the blush.
it all comes together. Like you apply like everything and you're like, okay, like we're trying to create a summer makeup look. It all came together. This is so beautiful.
I'm obsessed. It's like a little ballerina look, I feel like.
I feel like it is a ballerina, like fairy princess look.
It's so cute. So now for her lipstick, I'm actually using one of these lip crayons from Ilia. These are really beautiful. Lips.
And light.
Yeah. All
It's
the
like
things we love.
Perfect summer lip.
And honestly, the amazing things about these is that, like, you don't have to use a lip liner if you don't want to. You could literally just go directly in with this.
Totally.
And it's going to make everything so much easier for you.
Oh my gosh, Alexis, seriously, thank you so much.
Of course, we have one more product. I'm going to use the Tower 28 lip gloss in the shade Chill. I love these because they almost feel like a lip balm on your skin and give you such good hydration, but it's also just going to give you a really beautiful long gloss.
Perfect. Love a gloss.
I prefer a glossy lip. Are you more of like a matte lip, a satin lip, or glossy?
Oh, glossy all the way.
Yeah, glossy lips are the best, especially for summer. I love a clear
That
gloss
is
too.
So nice.
Right? Because you can just wear it with any lip shade ever. Like you could put this on top of a red lip and it's going to add such a beautiful glossy look to it.
We're literally blush twins.
Right? I know, I love it. I think I'm using the exact same shade on myself today too, actually.
Seriously, yeah. Alexis, thank you so much. Like, this is exactly what I wanted, and you made it happen.
Hey, oh my god, that makes me so happy. This was so much fun.
Yay, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Seriously, just a reminder, this live stream will be available to shop and view on whowhatwear.com. We're going to leave a link in the comments. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'm seriously so obsessed with this.
Thank you guys for having me. This was so fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this.
Yay! Okay, bye guys. Happy summer.